through storms, unshaken, unbowed. Through trials and verdicts, still standing proud. A titan in the tempest, against the raging crowd. He's got a vision for the future, gonna shout it aloud. Changing the wind, it's coming fast. A new foundation built to last. Cryptocurrency's the key, make the big switch. Power to the people, time to teach the rich. Legal battles can't hold him, he's moving on. With plans so bold, from dusk till dawn. He's rewriting the rules, a new dawn's day. From the hands of the few to the people's way. Say goodbye to all chains, embrace the new. A financial revolution fair and
Welcome, everyone, to the Crazy Kryptonaut channel. I am Zester, and thank you guys so much for joining me on Trump Day. Hump Day, Trump Day, it's Wednesday. I hope everyone is having an excellent middle point to their work week and that everything is going particularly well. Or if you're retired, I hope you're enjoying today as much as you enjoy every day of the week. What's up, guys? What is up? I'm going to kind of rush through hellos today, guys. Hello, what's up, David? What's up, Linda? Crazy Chester. Hey, David, thank you so much for the Apple, man. What's up, Captain Spiffy coming in from California, and also Captain Spiffy coming in for 6 on the like button. Much appreciated, man. How are you, Trish? Thank you so much. I know you're running full duty today because Kukla is busy with business and work and everything like that. And so thank you so much, Trish, for coming in and taking on, hopefully, what's not going to be a lot of work. Hopefully, everybody is very well behaved. But thank you so much for being here, Trish. What's up, Lori? Afternoon, all. Happy to be able to watch live. Don't usually get to watch the replays. That's awesome, Lori. I'm glad you're able to make it. What's up, LG lady? Howdy there, Patricia Lee, saying good afternoon, Zester, mods, and crypto fam. What's up, Samuel? Worley, yay, it's Zester time. Well, today I feel like, well, I mean, of course, we've still got tons to talk about, but it's kind of a meh day in terms of news. One of those days where you just kind of look at everything you've got and you're like, well, we didn't go backwards, but we didn't really go that far forwards. But there's still a lot that's been going on over the past week we need to talk about. So just because today was a little boring. But no, glad to have you. What's up, Michelle? Patricia Lee, Zester, did XRP sell off to Ripple? This has been something that's been going around the space a lot. The idea that Ripple is separate from XRP Labs. We'll talk about that some. We'll talk about that. And of course, Tina, I swear you just wait until I am on stream. Tina, throughout the day, and for those that are not aware, this is Tina. Tina is a very awesome and bitey kitty cat. But she does not hang out with me until the stream starts. I think that she is really just a big fan of getting a little bit of screen time, and that's what she shows up for, because it seems like she just waits until the stream starts, and then she comes running out of nowhere. All right, though. Yes, Sorry, little lady. We got to talk about cryptocurrencies. We do. That's what we need to do. Yes, it's time. What's up, Richard? Welcome, Bon Bon. Welcome, buddy. All right. Captain Spiffy, do one thing with AI, Zester. What's that one thing, Captain Spiffy? LG Lady, it is. Today is total Q&A. This is, did anybody have issues after Friday? And so last Friday, for those that are currently here, we did a full breakdown on withdrawing crypto from Coinbase, Lobster, and Uphold. And you will notice from the video, and actually it's something that I want to apologize for, I'm irritable about it. And I'm irritable because of how irritating Lobster and Uphold are to withdraw from. And so I knew last Friday's video was not going to be a lot of fun, but it's very important. And so for those that watched last Friday's stream and they were going through trying to get off of Uphold, trying to get off of Coinbase, trying to get off of Lobster, please ask those questions today. Today is kind of the follow-up for those that had issues last Friday. I really do want to make that a little bit of a concentration. It's boring. I know it's boring to go through and talk about the exact specifics of how to move things. And from each exchange, and every exchange is different. It's boring, but it's important. People need to see someone else doing it so that they can feel confident doing it with their own money. And so I'm happy. I'm happy to be the patsy. I'm happy to be the guinea pig. I'm happy to be the one making the transaction so that everyone else out there can ensure that they're doing it the right way. And so I do want to continue on that conversation. And so, all right. Is it Q&A? I was setting up my new ledger, got to accounts added, went okay till it said I couldn't do more till I put something in the first one. I'm confused. LG Lady, I'm not certain where you're currently stuck at. And so let me go ahead and actually bring up Ledger Live on another screen. There we go. That way, maybe we can see exactly inside of this where you're seeing an issue. And so got to accounts added. And so you added an account. And so once you've added an account, which up there for anybody that's curious about it, you're on your Ledger Live. This is your control interface for your hardware wallet. And you would go to add an account, you could add in literally anything. Once you've added in the account, LG Lady, you can't do anything until you've put something there. And so to use that as an example, I clicked add account, and then I added in Zester Ethereum. And so this is the Zester Ethereum wallet. The Zester Ethereum wallet has 0.69. I did not do that on purpose, although it is somewhat internet funny. Sitting inside of it. I added that account. That account had nothing in it when I created it. And so when you create an account on Ledger, the account is going to be empty. You then have a wallet address you can send to. And so, as an example, LG Lady, say we just made Zester. We would then click receive and we proceed forward. That would give us the wallet address in order to actually fill the account. Oh, Tina definitely does. She is a very, 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 very sweet kitty who also is very not sweet. She definitely fits into that category of fuck around and find out. She's one of those kitty cats. You gotta always do what Tina wants. If Tina doesn't want it, you're about to get scratched. And she makes a point of ensuring that it hurts. So Tina is both awesome and somewhat scary. Womple. Haven't held crypto in a while. Need a new intro course. Well, last Friday would probably be very, very helpful. Although we do have more videos further in the past that would probably go through a lot of the other things that you're looking into. Yeah, Vicky, I think she does. I think Tina is more a fan of the community than she is of me. Yeah, even then. A work in progress. Did she learn from Penny? No, none of the cats have ever been with Penny. I actually really want my 3 cats to hang out with Penny because I've got Tino, Tina, and Tommy. And I really want them to hang out with Penny because I bet it'd be really, really funny. I have a feeling she would freak out. Oh, howdy there, TP Get Me, Zester. What's up, TP? I hope you're having an awesome day. Yep, no, exactly. Mary Jones Tina wants your undivided attention, then she nips you. Exactly. Exactly. Yep, there you go, LG lady. That's what babies and kids do. Wait till you're on the phone or a podcast. That's Tina. Tina is absolutely that way. The second I'm busy or doing anything, it is all about her. And she just will not stop. All right, though. I'm going to try to catch up. Ah, Captain Spiffy, how do you make AI take hundreds of pictures of multimedia and create a detailed fly-through? I'm sitting on a huge project needing progress. Zester. Captain Spiffy. Okay, first thing here in terms of it, I would highly recommend, and it just depends on what you're trying to dig into with AI, but ChatGPT, the paid version, would definitely be a huge, huge advantage on this. The second resource that you should look into, Captain Spiffy, is in video. I think that if you manage to combine these two, you would be, because this video that's currently playing, that is AI. That is artificial intelligence. It's extremely high quality. And so Captain Spiffy, if you were going to try to take an AI and you were going to upload a ton of different photos, images, and information, I would operate between ChatGPT and NVIDIA. I would use ChatGPT to actually compile all of the information. And so Captain Spiffy, I would put all the information into ChatGPT. Take what it puts out after it's assessed all the information. I would then go to NVIDIA. And by doing it that way, you're able to really put together the power of AI. ChatGPT is the comprehensive AI for language. And that means that it understands English, mathematics, coding languages. It understands language. That's what it's good at. And so take advantage of what ChatGPT is really, really good at, and then take advantage of NVIDIA in terms of what it's really good at, which is turning something into a comprehensive video. So Captain Spiffy, that absolutely, between ChatGPT and NVIDIA, you are set. You're good to go. Hey, right, Force. I ordered my Ledger Nano, so I will go back and watch Friday's video when I get it. Thank you. Ah, that's perfect, right, Force. Absolutely perfect. TP, get me. You're going to get some really simple, maybe crazy questions from me. Go for it. I'm ready. I am ready. Okay, TP, get me. Question. Do I need to have my Ledger plugged into my computer to open it up? Are there other ways to work with the Ledger other than through the PC? Now, TP, get me. There's one question that has to be asked right away. Which Ledger do you own? Now, if you own a Nano S or a Nano S Plus, you have got to be physically plugged in. The reason is these do not have a battery. There is no power stored on the device, which means the device, the second you unplug it, is dead. There is no power. It can't operate. And so it depends on which one you have, TP, get me. But if you do have a Nano S or a Nano S Plus, then you are dead in the water unless you're plugged in. You can plug in your device to a phone using a AUX cable to a USB female adapter. If we need to get into the dynamics of why electronics have male and female attached to them, we can jump into that one next. But you can utilize a Nano S or a Nano S Plus on a phone if you have the proper cable. Otherwise, you're going to need to utilize a computer. Or you can buy a Ledger Flex or a Ledger X or a Ledger Stacks or a Ledger yada, yada, yada. And they connect through Bluetooth. They do not need a cable. There are pros and cons to having those devices. Keep in mind, Bluetooth is not the most secure signal, etc., on the planet, but it makes it very easy to use them. And so that would be the first question there, TP, get me. What's up, Flying Squirrel? LG lady. Okay, so I guess it's time to pull the trigger. LOL. Thank you, Zester. Hey, I don't know, LG lady. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I'm here to provide all the assistance in order to make it as easy as possible. Patricia Lee, hello there, dear friends at Flying Squirrel and Work in Private. Poor Trish is holding down the fort alone this night. She is. She is. It seems like everybody's being particularly helpful, though. So let's keep that going. Oh, Trish, you have a African gray? I had, or well, my mom and my dad both had an African gray. We had Caesar and we had Zeus. Two different African grays. Amazing parrots. Incredibly intelligent. Please do remember, this is a good one. Please remember the content in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes and is not intended to provide financial advice. Please consult with a financial professional before making investment decisions. A very, very important thing to make certain that I cover. Thank you, Trish, for ensuring that I do it. Please do remember, guys, I'm here to provide information and education. I'm not here to advise you on what to buy. I'm here to advise you on how to go about buying the things that you have already decided that you want. That I can help with. Patricia Lee, Zester, what do you think of Elon's AI Grok? Grok's really awesome, actually. One of the big benefits right now is that Grok is uncensored. I would say that Grok is not as advanced as ChatGPT at this point in time, but it doesn't have the censorship. And so that in and of itself has really made Grok very, very valuable in the AI space, solely because it's not being censored. It's not really a matter of it being a superior product. It's it being a product that is not censoring us. And so in that way, I'm a big fan of Grok. But there's still a lot of room for it to improve. TP get me. Can I upgrade to a more easily used ledger? You absolutely can. You absolutely can. And because I see your question already down here, and just transfer all my info to those upgraded devices, TP get me. Down in my description, you're going to find a link tree link. Click on the link tree link, and then click on the bottom link, the ledger link on my link tree. That's going to get you $20 off of your purchase of any advanced ledger device, and it will also show you the functionality they provide. If you are kind of advancing beyond that, hey, I'm just keeping it inside of a vault stage, you could evolve into the Ledger Stacks or the Ledger Flex or the Ledger X. I would check those out. They provide far more usability. It makes it a lot easier to access your crypto while you're out and about. I just always say that you need to make certain when you're doing something like that, keep in mind, what are your goals? Are your goals to utilize your crypto on a daily or a weekly basis? If that's your goal, then you probably should go towards one of the more advanced devices. For 99% of people, they're planning on purchasing and holding it and waiting. If you're in that situation, I would stick with the Nano S and the Nano S Plus. I would just stay right there. If you do want to interact with your crypto on a more daily basis or on a weekly basis or regularly, or you just want easy access, you can go the route of Ledger Flex or Ledger Stacks. And then you will have a far, far easier system to work with. They cost way more, hundreds of dollars more. But that's the benefit they provide. For me, it's a matter of balancing that cost and saying, hey, I could have bought another $100 of XRP. Do I really need this accessibility? It all comes down to a personal decision, in all honesty. It's really personal. And so for you, you're going to have to make that decision, TP. Do I want to pay more and have immediate, constant, never-ending access to my crypto no matter where I'm at? Or am I okay with only having access when I'm near a computer? That's personal. But yes, it absolutely does. And TP get me, and you just transfer all the info over to these upgraded devices. You actually can very easily. And so remember this card that you got in your ledger, the recovery sheet. And so if you take the 24 words that are inside of your recovery sheet for Ledger and you put them in to a new Ledger device. And so you have a Ledger Nano S Plus, and now you're buying a Ledger Nano or Ledger Stacks or Flex. All you do is you import your wallet. And so you can seamlessly update or upgrade from one device to another. It's extremely easy. And so TP Get Me, you absolutely can. You can go from whatever device you're currently on to a upgraded version seamlessly. It doesn't take anything more than typing in your 24 words. Savvy, my phone cable got a sex change. Scissors made it non-binary. Your poor phone cable. Mary, well, I got an old ledger from 2017. I haven't done any updates. Mary, you need to plug in your device and you need to update it. It is perfectly fine and your ledger works perfectly. But there have been a lot of firmware updates between then and now. And so what I would highly recommend, Mary, is before you put any crypto onto that ledger, I would go ahead and activate the ledger and update it up to the modern firmware and software. You're good to go. Just update it first, because otherwise you're going to end up with weird issues along the way. And so all you need to do, Mary, is plug your ledger in, set it up, update all of the software to the most modern version, and then start using it. But I would highly recommend updating it before you start putting your crypto on there. Not because there's a worry about your crypto going anywhere, but just because it makes things more complicated. Flying Squirrel 89. My uncle had a parrot when I was in college. He was at my grandparents for a week. He picked up a not so nice word that I called him, and as he screeched at me, yeah. Flying Squirrel, what I heard is you taught your uncle's parrot a very bad word. That's what I've learned here, Flying Squirrel. You should not teach parrots bad words, Flying Squirrel. It's inappropriate. Yes, that is a good one. My Light Trish says, just as an FYI, it might not be a $20 discount, but there will be a discount. It depends on which ledger you're buying. And it absolutely does. The more expensive ledgers have a slightly larger Bitcoin discount that they send back to you. The cheaper ledgers have a lower one. Fairly logical in terms of business sense. But yes, absolutely. That is an important point to remember. It depends on which one you're buying. TP Get Me, thank you, Zach. I'm sticking with the Nano for the time being. It's just a vault for me at this point. Absolutely. For me, crypto is a vault. I don't worry about needing to use it on a daily basis right now. In the future, that could very easily change. But for now, I prefer to go with my crypto is in a vault. I only have access to the vault when I'm in a certain situation. LG Lady, Zester, I notice you maintain multiple ledger wallets. Is it better to separate crypto accounts so all are not on one ledger? LG Lady, with my ledger, keep in mind that I operate blockchains and cryptocurrencies for other people. And so I have mine set up the way that I have it set up because I am operating multiple different people and companies' cryptos. And so even when you guys are seeing my wallet over here, this is not really my wallet. This is a combination of the wallets that are being tracked on this specific version of Ledger. And so what I am showing you is more of a matter of using it on a large scale. This is a corporate account. And so in that regard, LG lady, if you are just doing things for yourself personally, you really don't need extra accounts. I have a lot of different Ledger accounts because I have a lot of different Ledger hardware devices that are all designed to do one thing. For you on an individual, from an individual standpoint, you don't really have a big reason to go out and have multiple Ledger wallets. If you had millions and millions and millions of dollars, then I would highly recommend having multiple wallets. If you're just a regular investor, you're good with your individual wallet. You can go through and create so many different security protocols for just it. I would not worry. I have so many just because of that, not because they're necessary from a security standpoint. It's more a matter that they're necessary from an organizational standpoint. All right. I'm trying to catch up, guys. TV, I'm an empty vessel when it comes to working a ledger. I have one and have put crypto on it. Just not sure what else to do with it. Think I'll just stand in place with what I got. TP, get me. That's the great thing about Ledger. Once you've made it there, rest in peace. You do not need to worry. That's the reason that just getting to the hardware wallet is so valuable. Because I have never heard of a single person that has lost their crypto after they've managed to get it to their hardware wallet. That was not a blatant mistake on the owner of the crypto. Like, if your crypto is on a hardware wallet like Ledger, the only point of failure is you. You're it. There is no, oh, maybe it will be hacked, or, oh, maybe some crap will happen. No, it's you. And that's why I always recommend getting there, is just because at that point, there is no one to blame but yourself. No one. If you've gotten your crypto to a Ledger hardware wallet, your money is safe. It's safe. It's where all of my money has been stored for the past 8 years or so, 9 years, I guess, 10 years, maybe. Well, no, 9 years or so. My money has been stored on hardware wallets. I've never lost a time. It really is. It's that degree of easy. Get onto a hardware wallet and understand the points of failure that can occur once you are on a hardware wallet, and you're good to go from that point on. You're there. Your money is secured on it. All you need to literally remember from that point onward is never give someone your 24 words. That's the big difference between Lobster and a hardware wallet, or between Uphold and a hardware wallet, or between Coinbase and a hardware wallet. If someone steals your money off of Lobster, I cannot help you. I got nothing. I cannot help you. There is nothing to be done. Don't keep your money on Lobster. If your money is on a Ledger hardware wallet and your money disappears, it is your fault. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that from a realistic standpoint of how the technology works. If your money gets stolen from Lobster, it's probably not your fault. And also, you're screwed. It's not your money anymore. If your money is on Lobster or your money is on Coinbase or your money is on Uphold, I'm going to say this a million times until everyone knows it. It is not your money. If your money is in a bank account, it is not your money. It is the bank's money. That's legally how it works. And in the same way, when you're on a centralized exchange, keep in mind that a bank, Wells Fargo, and Coinbase are the same exact thing. They are banks. Wells Fargo and Coinbase, they are banks. They are just banks that focus on different things, but they are still banks. If your money is inside of a bank, it is not your money. And everyone needs to reinforce that 1,000 times into their head. Think back to your great grandparents. Think back to the greatest generation of Americans. They kept their money under the bed cushion. They kept it under the comforter. They kept it hidden somewhere. Why did they do that? It's because they learned the lesson of keeping your money in a bank and assuming it's yours. Your money in a bank is not yours. It's the bank's money. It always will be. And please do not ever forget that. Never forget that. It is either your money or it's their money. But if it's in their exchange, it's their money. You are just a visitor. You're a guest. And a guest doesn't own the house. They own the house. You are visiting. Remember that always. Keep your crypto on your wallet. Please do it. Do not keep your crypto on any centralized exchange, no matter how much you like them. It doesn't matter. There is never an excuse to have your crypto sitting on a centralized exchange. Never. There is no excuse. Zero. Zero, 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 zero excuses. It's your money. Take ownership over your money. And so, if you have $50 sitting on an exchange, do not worry. Do not go panicking and freaking out about your $50. Just accept the fact that that $50 is not technically yours. It's not technically yours. It's theirs. Same way that your money in a bank account is not technically yours. It's theirs. It's an unpleasant thing to really rectify in the brain there, TP, but it's literally how the world works. Unfortunately, on the crypto side, that's how it works. You either have it in your wallet or you do not technically own it. All right, I'm enjoying chat as I'm scrolling through. Mile High, Trish, and at Flying Squirrel and TP, you need to take some time to just play. I also recommend that you do some of the learning rewards on Coinbase, get some free crypto, and learn without fear. That's a great idea, Trish. Absolutely. Do the little free quests. Do those things. It's free money. Take that free crypto and mess around with it. If you're going to take losses in the learning process, it's way better to lose the house's money. Do a couple of the different rewards or learning experiences on Coinbase. Take that crypto and experiment. Send it somewhere. Trade it. Mess with it. What are you going to lose? You got nothing to lose. It's not even your money. It's literally free money you got from just having a Coinbase account. I think I have like $76 of free money to earn on my current Coinbase just from going through and completing the little quests and the little questionnaires. Absolutely, Trish. To me, that's the way to learn. Learn with their money. Set up your account, connect your bank. Don't even send any money. Just start doing the learning experiences and then use that crypto that you earn for free in order to learn a lot of these different things. Because the only way to learn is to literally risk it for the biscuit. It's the only way you're ever going to feel comfortable in the crypto space is to send crypto. You've got to dip the foot in. You just need to do it with an understanding of we don't need a lot of money. You can learn everything you need with $10. For $10, if you just put it into crypto and you say, all right, I'm going to exchange from XRP, I'm going to go transfer over to another exchange, I'm going to transfer to XLM. And then I'm going to withdraw from that exchange, XLM, and I'm going to go to a decentralized exchange. And I'm going to transfer to something else. I'm going to go from that decentralized exchange to another exchange. And you can literally learn for $10 if you're just willing to go out there and use it. Buy it, use it, and I guarantee that if you do that, you will never be worried about controlling or managing your crypto in the future. It's a very, very low bar to being a professional. The professional bar is literally just taking some money, putting it into crypto, saying, hey, this money is gone, and then trading it back and forth and doing as many different things as you could possibly find to do with it, because you will learn everything you need to learn with that $10 investment. And if you do the Coinbase learning, you'll literally get that entire experience for free. LG Lady, is the code used mostly? Then when are the 24 phrases used? The 24 phrases are your backup, LG Lady. They're your ability to recover your wallet. The code is your ability to access your wallet. And so that is very important to keep in mind, that the 24 words are like the master phrase. They're like the skeleton key, essentially. They control everything. Whereas your code just controls access to your actual account. But yes, that's an important one to remember. The code is your phrase that logs into your wallet, whereas your secret phrase is literally your wallet. Maybe it's easier to say it that way, is that the 24 phrases are your wallet. That's your wallet. The code is access to your wallet on your computer. Bonbon, what if you lose your 24-word password? Bonbon, that's a do not happen situation. And I'll use this as an example. If I lost, which you'll notice, this one has Zester written on it in my horrible chicken scratch. That is my handwriting, which my handwriting is particularly bad. Always has been. You can talk to my kindergarten teacher about that one, because it's been a regular mainstay of my life. My handwriting is terrible. But if I were to lose this bonbon, and so this is the Zester wallet. If I were to lose the 24 words and I were to lose this, money is gone. It's gone. My crypto is gone. If that is to occur, I lose the 24 words and I lose this. The money is gone. You can look to the stories you've heard about people who had their hard drive that got thrown away in the rubbish bin. I think it was in the UK. Some guy has like $100 million worth of Bitcoin, and he threw away the hard drive. Money's gone. It's gone. You cannot lose both. You can lose one, but you cannot lose both. And so, when in doubt, make an extra copy of your 24 words. Keep it somewhere else. But do keep in mind that if you lose both, it is all gone. This one is the Zester 24 words. This is the Zester wallet. If I lose both of these, I'm screwed. And there is no way around that. It is self-responsibility over your money. You've got to take responsibility and accountability over what your finances look like. It's just a requirement. James Nixon, Zester, I did get signed up at Coinbase, wanted to buy XRP, but where do I put it after? A wallet of some kind. Everyone on here knows more about this than I do. James, don't worry about that at all. It's really not hard. It really isn't. And we have all the videos to help you walk through the entire process. And so, James, Ledger Nano S Plus. In the description, you'll see a link tree. Click on the link tree. Click on the Ledger link. Get yourself a hardware wallet. As soon as your crypto exceeds a point that you would not be willing to lose, it should be on a hardware wallet. If it's $100 and the $100 is not important to you, leave it on Coinbase. Just leave it. If for you, $1,000 is not something to worry about, then buy $1,000 of XRP and leave it on Coinbase. The second it exceeds an amount of dollars you would be upset about losing access to, that is the point that you need a hardware wallet. That's the point. And so for every single person, that is a different number. It could be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be 100,000. It is different for every human being. And so, James, you've got your Coinbase. You're signed up. You bought XRP. As soon as your XRP hits a point where you're looking at that number on the screen and you're saying, I do not ever want to lose access to this, that is the point you buy a hardware wallet. And that should be a universal for everybody. That's the point. Until you hit there, don't worry about it. Live life, live free, and do not worry. But the second it hits a point where you would be genuinely upset to lose access to it, that is when you need a hardware wallet. Or you can just use a software wallet. They're free. You can use a software wallet for free. Is it as safe? No. But it is safer most of the time than being on a centralized exchange. Yeah, Savvy. Anyone else feel the rule? Anyone feel the roller to the knuckles for leaving money anywhere in but your wallet? Savvy, in all honesty, I want to be that way. I do. From my perspective, with how long I've been in crypto, I'm that way. I meet someone and I am straight up, why is your crypto not on your hardware wallet? Like, I want to slap the person. I want to. But I'm also very knowledgeable about the situation where at one point in time, I had $100 of crypto and I cared a lot about my $100 of crypto. But did it make sense to buy a $60 hardware wallet to store it on when I only had $100 of crypto? No, it doesn't make sense. Logically speaking, I would be better off buying $60 more of crypto and waiting until it actually got to a point where I then needed to make that investment. And so, yes, Savvy, it's kind of a tough one for me because I want to be that way. Exactly. I want to literally be like the old school teacher going, if you do not have your crypto on a hardware wallet, do not talk to me. That's what I want to do. But I understand that there are far more nuances to the world than just that. Yeah, there are far more nuances, unfortunately. The easy answer is no one should have their money on a centralized exchange. That's the easy answer. Working break. Zester, give me 1K to put on Coinbase and let me see if I worry about it. Think of it as an experiment. Yep. Yep. Thanks for that. I feel like starting. James, you really don't have anything to slow you down. It seems way more intimidating than it is. The biggest thing is just not to go trusting any random person that you find online. That's really the biggest downfall in terms of most folks getting started in crypto. Zester needs a penguin outfit. Uh-oh. All right, I'm looking for any other questions, and then I'll go ahead and let everybody run off because we do have in just 8 minutes over on the original Mark Z. He will be getting rolling. And so I think Trish is right. I think it's time to call it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please do join again on the original Mark Z in just 7 minutes now. We will be going live over there for the evening news. And then, of course, remember that this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be going live for Whiskey and Wisdom. Only promise we've got is that there will be whiskey. No promise on the wisdom side, but we always have a great time. And so, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining. Looking forward to chatting again soon. And of course, we will be back on Friday on the same channel at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry about that. We will be back again on Friday. But other than that, come join us in just a couple of minutes on the original Mark Z or on the original Mark Z also for Whiskey and Wisdom. Beyond that, once again, love you all. Y'all have a great, great night. And talk to you again very, very soon. Peace, y'all.